everyone, in this tutorial we are going to learn about what is capital budgeting and how can we analyze it through Excel. So basically when we talk about capital budgeting, that means making budgets on how to use our capital. Let's say you are working in a company and you have to analyze whether to buy that new plant or not, or whether to buy that new machinery or not, right? Or you have different investment projects in front of you and you have to choose which one is giving me higher return or superior return, and which project should I select, right? So all these kind of decisions are covered under capital budgeting. Now there are different techniques on how you can analyze it. So it has payback period or discounted payback period. You can analyze it through net present value also. We can use profitability index, internal rate of return and modified internal rate of return. So for this tutorial we will be focusing on net present value and internal rate of return. So let's go to our Excel. Uh, so net present value is basically we are calculating all our inflows from the project and all our outflows, and then we take a net inflow, right, by deducting the outflows. Whereas for internal rate of return we take all our inflows and outflows into consideration, and we compare it with the minimum basic return that we must get, right? If our internal rate of return is higher than that, then we accept the project. Now coming to the question, so ABC Limited is in the process of selecting a capital project. So they have two projects in front of them, project A and project B. The details of two capital projects A and B identified by the company are provided below. So I've already made a format here, as you can see, right? So I'll type in the answers for you. So this is the question that is already given to us, right? So I'll just color it up. Let's go with this one. Yeah. So the rate of interest, this is mind you expected rate, right? 10% for A and 12% for B. So based on this you can see project B is giving us higher return, right? But if you see, the cost is different, right, and the inflows are also different, right? So we have to analyze through IRR and NPV. So let us look at the first question. So they are telling us evaluate the above capital budgeting projects and recommend the project to be implemented so that the company earns maximum profit on the basis of IRR method and NPV method, right? So I'll make a table like this, right? So that means I have to calculate first NPV, net present value, for project A and project B. So there is a very convenient formula in Excel for that. I'll simply type NPV, bracket open. Now I have to fix my rate. So rate is given here. I'll press this cell, comma, value. So for value, I'll just select all my cash inflows, right? And I'll close my bracket. Now I have to add the cash outflow here, right? So as you can see, I've already put a minus sign here, right? So that means that will automatically be deducted from all these inflows, right? So I'll get the net inflows. Now I'll press enter. So these are the NPV value for project A. I'll simply press Ctrl R, and that means replicate, right? And I'll get the same value for my project B, as you can see in the formula bar. So this has automatically changed the cell references, right? The rate of interest, cost and the inflows. Now the project to be selected, right? So for this I'll use my if formula, so that automatically the project comes whichever is superior, right? So the logical test here is that if this figure is greater than this figure, then please write project A, otherwise write project B. Inverted commas close, my bracket close, I'll press enter. So you see it is automatically giving me project A. Now I'll do the same for IRR, internal rate of return. So it is asking me for values now. So it's a good thing we have already put a negative here, because IRR doesn't distinguish between outflows and inflows. We have to put them all at one place, right? So something which is positive is naturally an inflow, and something which is negative is automatically an outflow. So I'll select all these values, right? And they are asking for me for a guess here, right? So generally in practical situations we go for the market rate of return, whatever is the prevalent rate for that particular industry. So in question it is given to us as 10%. So I'll close the bracket and I'll press enter, and I'll replicate it here, Control R, right? And now I want this formula to be copied here, so I'll press Control plus D, which is duplicate, right? So again 13% is superior to 12%, that is why it is giving me project A. And if you go to the formula bar, you can see, so this is greater than this, then you have to give project A, otherwise give project B, right? So my first part is done. Now the second part says that calculate the value of NPV of project A at the rate of 10% to 15%. So they have given us different rates, and now we have to calculate the value, right? So this is similar to what we have done earlier. I'll type in NPV, right, and this is the rate, right? So I'll press comma. Now I have to fix my values. So values are given to me as cash inflows, right? Then I'll simply close the bracket, and now I have to add the cash outflows, right? So I'll click on this cell and I'll press enter, right? So I've got my NPV for project A. Now one modification that you have to do is, let's go to the formula bar. Now because I want to replicate this formula in these following cells also, in these columns, right? So what I will do is I will fix my cash inflows. I'll simply press F4, right, and I'll fix my cash inflows, right, and my cash outflow also I will fix. So we can do it manually also, we can do it by pressing F4 also, right, and I'll simply press enter. Now the only thing which will be variable here is the interest rate, right? So 10 to 11 to 12 and 13 and so on. So now all that I have to do is I'll select this and I'll press Control R, right? So I have NPV for all the projects now. Now draw a suitable chart of NPV of project A at the rate of interest of 10% to 15%, right? So what they are doing is they are asking me that please select this data and make a chart out of it, right? So I'll select this data, go to insert here and look at the recommended charts, right? You can select any of these charts, bar graphs, and let's go for a line chart here, because I think that would be the most suitable here for our situation. So let me just drag it down here. Yeah. So now we can, beautify the chart, make it clean. Let's, delete these grid lines. I'll press delete. And you see, because I had not specified here that whether it is a currency or a percentage, this is given to me as percentage, right? So I'll right click, go to format axis, and then I'll go to my number here, right? So in number, I'll specify that my category is currency and not percentage. So you see this has been changed now, and decimal places are fixed to 0. Similarly here I want my rate of interest and not 1, 2, 3, right? So I'll just select it, then right click, and now go to select data. So you see I can edit it here, and I'll specify that this is the data that I want to be shown, right? I'll press OK, then finally press OK, right? So this is more or less presentable now, right? And you can add add a chart title here. So they had asked us to present NPV of project A. So this is something we have done here, right? So that is it for NPV, right? Thank you for listening. For the accept reject decisions, please look for the part B of the tutorial.